This is the 6th video in my series on panic attacks. If you have not watched the previous 5 videos, click on the link appearing at the top of the page now. This video, though, deals with how to counter negative thoughts, which are a common problem in panic disorder. In the previous videos, you learned how safety behaviours increase the frequency of panic attacks. The temptation to use safety behaviours comes from the negative thoughts. For example, if you get the thought that there is something wrong with your heart, it will encourage you to keep monitoring your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen levels, and Googling heart conditions. The thought that you might faint may cause you to carry a water spray or keep windows open to keep you cool. The thought that you may die or go mad from a panic attack may lead you to avoid places where you fear a panic attack. So how do you deal with these negative thoughts? In CBT, you are taught to put your negative thoughts on trial, just like in a courtroom. Putting your thoughts on trial can be a very useful tool when you find yourself catastrophizing, which is common in panic disorder. Here is an example of catastrophizing. Amanda thinks if I go into the supermarket, I will have a panic attack, faint, be taken to hospital, sectioned, and never see my children again. Her negative thoughts have turned a simple supermarket visit into a predicted catastrophe. So let's deal with the first part of that catastrophic thought using the Thoughts on Trial tool. First, write down the negative thought. Amanda's negative thought is that if she goes into the supermarket, she will faint. Then write down the evidence for that thought being true. Her evidence for is that she had a panic attack last time she went into the supermarket, and she always feels dizzy when she has a panic attack. Then write down the evidence against this thought being true. For evidence against, Amanda writes, I have had hundreds of panic attacks and have never fainted. At the end of a trial, the judge will sum up the evidence from both sides and give a balanced statement to the jury. Now you try to come up with a balanced statement based on the evidence for and evidence against your negative thought being true. Amanda comes up with this balanced statement. Even though I get dizzy when I have panic attacks, I have never actually fainted, and I learnt in video 2 that it's the fast heart rate that can affect the ears and cause dizziness. Here is another example of putting negative thoughts on trial. Amanda frequently thinks that there is something wrong with her heart. For evidence for, Amanda writes, my heart races, I get short of breath and dizzy, I get pains in my chest. For evidence against, Amanda writes, the hospital tests confirm that my heart is fine. I know from video 2 that anxiety can cause muscle pains, a fast heart rate and dizziness. For her balanced statement, Amanda writes, even though my heart races and I get chest pain and feel dizzy, the hospital said my heart is fine and I know that anxiety can cause these symptoms. Now you get the idea, try a few of your own. Don't just do these in your mind, it's important to write them down, as it helps your brain remember the more balanced thought. Starting the balanced statement with the words even though can help. So the structure will always be even though, evidence for, followed by evidence against. Coming up with evidence for your negative thoughts is easy. Coming up with evidence against is harder. If you are struggling, think about what a loved one or someone who does not have anxiety might say. If your negative thoughts are mainly about the symptoms you experience when anxious, have a look again at video 2, which explained what causes these symptoms. I also have other more detailed videos on my channel about panic attack symptoms, including one about the risk of fainting, but maybe check that out later because now it's time to learn the next step in reducing or eliminating panic attacks, which is desensitizing, and you should see a link to that video appearing right about now.